Yo, welcome guys. This is Devesh Boxing. Today I will be teaching you guys the three ranges in boxing. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm a former amateur boxer from Canada with over 30 amateur boxing fights. I used to represent Team Canada Olympic team during around the 2024 Olympic cycle for the Paris Olympics. Now, I will be teaching you guys the three ranges in boxing. Now, before we even start, I want to tell you what these ranges are called, okay? So you got number one, the long range. Number two, you got the mid range. And number three, you got the close range. Now, I'll be operating with you guys on how to kind of work these three ranges on the bag, because a lot of people have problems when hitting the bag where they either are kind of too close from the bag, where they're kind of just like punching from here all the damn time, and they kind of moving around and you're just hitting from here, but they don't practice when they go long range or mid range. They kind of just throwing their punches from close range and kind of being a little lazy or whatever. And there's also another problem where people, they just throw for so far that they're just here the whole time. Hey, the whole time. And it's not realistic to what a boxing fight is. You kind of want to be working the three range. You want to be working the long range, the mid range, and finally the close range. Bang, 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 bang. And in this video, I'll be teaching you guys what punches you can do for all three ranges, what works the best and what doesn't work, and how to move with the bag with all these ranges. All right. So first of all, I'll be teaching you guys how the long range works. Okay. Now, even before we start, realistically, there's three ranges in boxing, but really there's four ranges in boxing. It's a really special range, but we don't really talk about it. And it's called the out of zone range, okay? Where basically there's no punches you can be thrown. If I throw a punch from this far away from the bag, there's no punches I can really land. And this goes with even when I'm fighting a person, because when you're fighting the bag, you're kind of emulating a fight with someone. The bag is kind of a person, okay? So right here, I'm in my outer range zone. It is a very important zone because it's kind of like the rest and movement zone where I'm kind of moving around. I have my hands kind of loose, chill, and I'm kind of moving my head, and I'm getting my recovery back, and I'm moving around. So from the outer zone range, this is kind of the movements I want to do. I want to move around the bag, kind of do the whole circle of the bag, kind of just move. And then the idea is that I kind of get back in the fight where I go into the long range, okay? Now, from the long range, okay, you can be in many stances. You can be in your little Philly shell. You can be in this little nice little two hands up right here. You can be in a little long stance right here. You can be in many ranges from here. Now, the punches I like to throw from here is a simple jab, cross, okay? These classic 1-2s, okay? Bang, 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 okay? And then you can kind of play around with your jab after that. Bang, 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 bang. Now, the idea from the long range area is to kind of establish the jab and set your pace, because the idea behind boxing is to set your pace and establish your jab so that you win your rounds, okay? So when I'm in there in long range, I'm out here, boom, I'm moving around, bang, 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 and I'm moving my head, bang, bang, and every once in a while, I lay down that 1-2, bang, bang, okay? And I start moving in that range. Now, you tell yourself, man, I can't be in the long range for too long. I got to start throwing those hooks and stuff. Because from the long range, if I throw my hook, let's say if I'm here, I'm kind of too far away from my opponent and stuff like that, you know? So I got to get in long range. So the idea behind the long range also, not only establishing your jab and establishing your pace and stuff like that, is to kind of creep in to that mid-range zone. So right here, I'm in my mid-range zone. From here, I control my jab, my straight, my hook, my uppercut. I control every single punches with each and every one of those hands. Left hand, right hand, 1-2, 1-2, 3-4. I control a lot of punches from here. And the mid-range is kind of the area where all the fireworks happen in boxing and stuff like that. So I'm in here, I'm in my mid-range. And from here, I can do a lot of stuff. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. And I don't have to stay in the mid-range for too long, because if you think about it, if I'm in the mid-range, that means I'm in kind of the firefight. So the idea of being in the mid-range is quite simple. I get in and I try to get out, or I get in. Okay, so I'll give you two options from here. I'm in my long range. I start from here. I settle in my jab. Bang, bang. I throw in my 1-2. Bang, bang. Jab, jab. Now I'm in the mid-range. I settle in. Let me give myself 2 or 3 combos. Bang, bang, bang. Roll. Bang, bang, bang. Boom. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm out. And I get that jab back, settle in, okay? Or another option, okay, I like to do, set that jab in, 1-2. Now we're in the mid-range, my bad. And bang, 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 roll, bang, 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 block, boom, boom. And now I'm in the close range. I got my bad for that little cut in the production right there. So now we are in the close range now, okay? So when I'm in the close range, okay, I can do a lot of combination, okay? Now one thing to do in the close range is a lot of short punches in combination. From here, you can control every single punches, but in a short way. The best punches you can throw from here is the nice little short uppercut and the short hooks. Bang, 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 bang. And you're back in your guard. And you got to be tight in your guard. You can't be in this long little range. You kind of got to be inside. Bang, 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 bang. And it doesn't mean that you can't throw the jabs in the straight. You still can. But you just got to understand they got to be nice and short. When I throw my nice little cross, I keep it short. Nice and easy. Bang, 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 bang. Okay? And that's kind of how I operate. Now, if I do an example on how hitting the bag with these 3 ranges work, it kind of goes like this. I'm in my out of zone range. I kind of start in, chilling. And then I settle into that long range. And my first idea is to kind of set that jab in. Bang, bang, bang. Then I kind of get that 1-2 going. Bang, bang. Then I'm in the mid-range. I creeped in just a tad bit. From here, bang, 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 roll, bang, and then I'm in the close range. From here, I control any type of combinations I want. Bang, 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 close in, bang, bang. Take those little angles, boom, boom, and then I'm out of there. From there, I kind of worked all my ranges in boxing. Now, if you learned a lot about how the ranges in boxing kind of work and stuff like that, feel free to subscribe and like this video and turn those post notifications on, because that's going to keep you updated for the next tips and tricks videos. And if you want more exclusive content for you to learn some more boxing to win your next fight, go visit theveshboxing.com. That's me, out.